Meri Atelier, and it is Friday evening. It is Friday evening. I'm ready to do my Friday live. Well, I'm ready to do my Friday live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my channel. Hi, Angie. Hi, Angie. Angie, how's the Keisha's market sale going? Welcome, welcome. Let me get out here and fix my channel into my live stream. It is January. Hi, Elvis. Hi, Elvis. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Do, 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 do. Hi, Mitzi. Welcome, Mitzi. Hello, Mitzi. She says, hi, Mary. Hi, Angie. And Cheddar Fibs. Welcome, and it's good to see you all on a Friday night. I have some things I want to get done. I have this composition book. I want to cover a new one. And I got to get it out. I forgot to get a new one out. Let me reach over here and grab one. And here it is. Oh, what do I have? Oh, that's where I started an address book. I need to start another one. This one has a plastic cover to it. I got it at Walmart. This one I started an address book. I don't know. And I lost it. I put tabs in here and everything in the thought that it was going to help me do addresses. So I write in this one. This one is a personal one. Hi, Ms. Brickman 1. Welcome, welcome. You say Anna Maria. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome, Rhonda. Hi, Mina. Did I say hello to you first? Were you in here first? No, I was thinking about you. I guess it was Mitzi. Oh, you found that little carved bear. That's what made me think of you. Angie says, I can't believe I got here so fast. Tina? Did Tina come in? Which one is Tina? Oh, there she is. Hi, Tina. Hi, Tina. Hi, Rhonda. It's good to see all of you. This is, I don't know where I got. I guess I got this. This is a Pen Plus Gear. It's got these plastic covers to them. I guess that was a thing to make it sturdy. You know what I feel like doing? Ooh, I feel like carving pages. Ooh, I feel like carving pages. Have you guys, maybe I'll reach over a little bit and get another one to cover. This one, I started August the 18th, I believe. August 18th, I believe. And I'm just about done. It's a written journal. I got some personal stuff in here. But I want to cover me another one just to write in. This one's almost full. And I got my January desk book. You know what? I feel like carving pages. And there's something I want to try. Let me reach for it. At the dollar store. I don't know if you guys have tried this or not. At the dollar store, was it Dollar? It was Dollar Tree. I got this self-healing mat. Have you guys seen these at the Dollar Tree? It says American Crafts. And I'm going, a self-healing mat, self-healing cutting mat. These are usually pretty expensive, which made me really surprised to see this at the dollar store. But I got it at Dollar Tree. And I think I want to try it. There's Laura. Oh, Laura. Laura was on, what, around 6 o'clock or so? And I popped in to say hi to her, and she, oh, you know, let me know if you decide to go on Wednesdays, Laura, because I certainly want to come to your streams. I just popped in to say hi. Let's try, oh, you know, this is, let's fold this open a little. Oh, and I bought some more paper to make postcards because I'm trying to get 10 postcards out a month. And so I'm going to be marking 3x5 postcards off in that. And I want to sketch game pieces tonight. I'm almost done with my Inktober. But let's try this. Have you guys ever watched what is it? Just Julie Faye Van Balzer. Balzer? I think that's how you pronounce her last name. And she does what she calls lace pages. It's awesome. She does awesome, beautiful work. Now, this is a little thick, but I'm going to leave this margin in here. She does awesome, beautiful work. And she cuts lace pages. Let me get my X-Acto knife. Angie, I'm going to be cutting. Look at this. Here it is. This is things that are in my drawer. And Laura tonight was doing button ASMR. She had this big box of buttons, and she was she was ASMRing them. So let's just draw. And I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. You'll see when I cut it, though. Adjusting my camera. Okay. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. Laura Jersey girl. Tina said, it's so good to see you, Jersey. I've missed you bunches. Yes, we have all missed you, Jersey. It is so good to see you back on. And she says she's covering her eyes. So I'm just going to do this freehand. I'm going to draw. Let's do something really simple first. Let's just do, at first, we're just going to cut. Now, when you cut this, you have to remember you're cutting stencil. So if I would do a block inside of a block here, I would cut this entire block out. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to make a shape in there. And we're going to do another one over here. This is going to be a pretty, let's bring that down to the line. This is going to be a fairly simple one because I'm not Julie. I'm not Julie. How many did it go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and over. And we're going to put a leaf in here. And this is going to be a fairly simple. I think I'm going to do a lace page journal. I'm trying to do more shorter projects and more like one page. This morning I was making cards. Welcome everybody who's come in. It's so good to see all of you. Hi, Kathy Cowell. Calico Kate's good to see you too. What are you up to? I started to watch you the other day and then I got sidetracked. You know how that goes. Okay, and then we're going to put a, so that's pretty simple, and it should not be that hard to, and oh, the work that Julie does just blows my mind. And all we're going to do is cut out this center here, and this is supposed to be a self-healing mat, and I got it at the Dollar Tree. Have you guys seen this at your Dollar Tree? Which really surprised me. Because usually, now this is made by American Crafts. the color of memories. Because usually these self-healing mats run on the expensive side. Okay, let's cut out the other one. And I'm just doing very, very simple cuts here. I don't have an example of it now, but if you would look up Lace Pages with Julie Fay-Fan Balzer, that's B-A-L-Z-E-R. Oh, it would blow your mind what she does with these. And try to cut away from your hands and your fingers. That'll make Angie more relaxed. That will make Angie feel better. So what did I do this afternoon? I recorded a video, my tatting video. It'll go up sometime tomorrow. I'm having so much fun with that tatting. I can't wait till I can make beautiful trims and projects. I'm still in the beginner stages. But I've learned how to join my rings now. I've joined as many as 6, and that's an accomplishment for me. Oops, I got that. I have to cut it this way. The only thing about working in a book, it isn't like a sheet of paper where you can just turn it and, oh, where's it stuck? In here. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Let's cut a little, maybe a little diamond out of here. A little diamond shape. Ah. Hi, Becky. Welcome, welcome. Angie says she napped all day. Boy, I did yesterday. Man, was I ever tired. Now I'm feeling good today. Hi, Dixie Doodles and Shannon. Welcome, welcome. We've got Dixie and Mitzi and Kathy and Shannon and Elvis and Allie K. Hi, Allie K. Tatting, needle, or shuttle? Right now, it's the needle tatting, Mitzi. I have a few out here that I'm going to put in Happy Mail. I've joined as many as 6 rings. These are 2 sets of 3. So I've learned how to do the double stitch, which is the only stitch other than the picot. The picot, let me hold these up closer. The picot is those little round stitches in there. The double stitch are the stitches that are between the 2 picots in there. They're double stitches. And then I learned, I watch videos. I do my tatting videos, but it's more a learning type video that I'm sharing my learning experiences with you rather than an instruction video. But I learned that you see these little horizontal threads at the top of every stitch? They're kind of here, let me get a better grip on it. Little horizontal stitch up there. Those are called caps, right at the top. Those little horizontal stitches. And then the little loops at the sides here are called picots, P-I-C-O-T-S, picots. And then you make your ring, and then you join the rings. You join this thread down here, and then you start this ring. And then when you get up 5 double stitches, you just take one of your threads that you're working with and loop it through the Picasso over here, and that joins it. What I'm working on now is getting the right size. I've got because I'm using a fairly large thread because I'm learning. What I'm working on now is getting a good length between these. The shorter the length, the more that it wants to make a circle. But these will be fun for mixed media purposes. I'm going to put these in Happy Mail. So that's why I kept them out. It's supposed to be self-healing. Okay. Let's see. Who have I missed? Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Nina's here. Elvis. Becky popped in. She said, hello, everybody. Becky said, I bought a maple sewing table for $24. I bet it's beautiful. I'm going to put my serger on top of it, not in it. Wow, where did you get that, Becky? Cool. I'll bet you're excited to get that. Laura's here. Angie popped in. Tina's here. Welcome, everybody. It sure is good to see all of you on a Friday night. Believe it or not, you are important to me, and I'm not just saying that. I'm just not saying that. I was thinking over the streamathon. Over the years that I've been streaming, it's always been about my art and sharing my art. I think I'd hit not an understanding, but I've hit it where it's not so much about my art anymore as it is you guys and meeting you and talking to you. And when you guys, when some of you don't show up, I miss you. Aww. Laura says she loves her Restore. You got it at the Restore? Is that the Habitat for Humanity Restore? That's what we have in our area. But in our area, it's mostly like tiles and doors and cabinets, kitchen cabinets and stuff like that. You are too, Miss Angie. You are too. You're very missed. We miss you a lot when you don't show up, Angie. And we are so glad to have Jersey back with us, aren't we? We're so glad to have Jersey back. I'll tell you, Jersey is, she's just a wonderful host. It amazes me. It amazes me how I have to stop what I'm doing and look at chat. Jersey can just do what she's doing and chat with you. She never misses a thing. You have teens zapping the Wi-Fi, Kathy. What's Kathy saying? My internet is so dang slow. I've been here all day trying to get a video to upload. Oh, dear. You know what I do, Kathy? And you might consider this. Do your streams on YouTube, but make your stream private or unlisted, and then download it and edit it. Or you can, make it public whenever you want to. But that way, and I just did that today because it amazes me. They sold me this phone, this Galaxy S20. Oh, it has all this space on it, 128 gig. You'll never use it all. Do you know that the system takes up over half of that space? And when I do a video, it just gobbles it up. So if I do videos, I do them unlisted or private up on YouTube, and then I download it. And I think download speeds may be a bit faster than upload speeds, I would think. And you can try that. I think Becky did that. And by the way, Becky, I did watch your latest episode. Tunisian Becky at Beck's Creations is doing a Tunisian crochet along. And I'm excited to get started. I watched it, and I'm going to have to write down the directions. But Becky did that. Did she do it today? I don't think she did it today. I think she went live on that one. But on one of them she did recently, she did it private and then she made it public. But I did my tatting video today, and I just made it unlisted. Nobody can see it unless you send them the link. I send myself the link so I can see what I'm doing in my tablet, and then I download it, and then I can edit it. Becky said she went live last night, only 3 people watching. What time was that, Becky? I miss you all the time because I don't know when you're coming on. Yeah, she went live last night. Oh, late last night. Okay. Hi, Lori. Hi, Lori. Pink Girlie said, I fell asleep, Becky. Allie K says, they probably thought, oh, this little old lady, she won't be using this thing much. Shannon says, I'm just learning to crochet. I made 2 dishcloths and a bracelet. I saw your bracelet, Shannon. Good for you. That's a good start. That's a good start. And I saw, Shannon, I saw, was it a heart that you made? It was beautiful. Was it a heart? I can't remember. My head doesn't hold all this stuff in my brain. My brain doesn't hold all this stuff in my head. Mitzi says, hi, Lori, do you remember what size zipper it is? 3 or 4 inch, whatever you guys are talking about. Becky said, oh, at 11? Well, that was 11 your time, so it would have been 10 o'clock my time. I would have come on if I would have known. I was still up. I sometimes switch to another account and watch. I either watch movies or watch news or watch videos that are not art videos on my other channel, on my other account. It's not really a channel. I don't upload videos, but I have another account where I watch things that aren't really cooking shows and new stuff. And I got chamomile tea, because I want to get to bed tonight. You keep dropping and adding stitches? Yeah. Well, that's easy to do. I was going to bring my knitting in tonight and unravel it, but I looked at it and said, do I want to? I'm making a cap. I was going to make it for my brother, but I just don't think he'll wear it. I honestly don't think he'll wear it, and I'm putting too much work into it for it just to sit around. So I'm either going to finish it for me or I'm going to unravel it. It was made out of that Hobby Lobby yarn when Becky told me Hobby Lobby was having that big yarn sale. And I really like it so far. I have to, I purled when I should have knitted. And so my next learning experience is you can correct that by pulling the stitches down and then crocheting them back up. Dixie says, stuff like Ryan Hall, y'all. Yeah, like Ryan Hall, y'all. Boy, you guys are really getting hit down south, aren't you? Let's see, let's do something in here because I want to cut here. So let's just carry this on this way and we'll cut out, and let's carry this one out this way. I want to do simple shapes here. And I'll cut this space out. Let's see, let's bring it over this way. This will be a connecting border here. And so let's just do another leaf in there. And this has a border, this doesn't, this one won't. And oops, I better leave a margin here, leave some in here. So let's bring these out to a point here, to a center point, like that. Whoops, that one isn't very pretty. Like that. And if I cut this shape out in here, let's see. let's leave a little shape in here and let these connect like that, and cut this out, let those connect. And I'm just playing. And that's what you should do, no matter whether you're crocheting or drawing. You know, we learn so much when we play and we aren't taking everything so serious. Hi, Dee Dee. Did our weather reach over to you yesterday, Becky? Dee Dee wants to know. Did you get bad weather, Dee Dee? Dee Dee and Becky were telling Meri the other morning in her live to go to the optometrist to get your reading glasses, and I'm going to do that. I was just going to continue wearing my reading glasses, but they've convinced me. Why pay all that money to get cataracts done and then ruin it by wearing dollar store glasses? It doesn't make much sense, does it? So I listened. I didn't listen so much in stream because I wasn't sure what I was getting into, and I was tired, and I wanted to read it over when I was not so tired. But after reading it through, I'm going, that makes a lot of sense. So I'll ask my optometrist what they think, and they'll probably sell me another pair of reading glasses. But they won't, they'll let me pay out the glasses on time, but they won't let me take them home until they're all paid for. And that's fair, because they've probably had people walk away with their glasses and not pay for them. I wouldn't do that. I'm just cutting lace pages out of my journal, a la Julie Faye Balzer. I like to watch her. I missed all her carving. Did she do Carve December this month, this year in 2022? She does Carve Decembers. And I was so busy with everything else that I was doing that I missed it completely. Let's see. I think I'm going to carve this one a little more slender. But Julie does beautiful. I'm keeping mine fairly large and simple, but she does all this intricate, beautiful work. Just blows my mind. Blows my mind. There we go. Dee Dee says, Mitzi, we have company coming this weekend, so might change. Are your plans still on for tomorrow? What were your, is it public or is that private plans? Is it something I should know about, Dee Dee? I miss a lot of Dee Dee's too. I was so tired the other day on Wednesday. And that's when I was tired during the morning. I missed Janet Nash this week. I missed Dee Dee. Going to the optometrist and all that wears me out. All of that just simply wears me out. Cheryl says she has prescription reading glasses. That's probably what I should do, Cheryl. Mitzi says, enjoy, be safe, and looking forward to going again. Dee Dee says, just a visit to the museum and Blick and Varsity. Oh, and you were going to film it? Ooh, how cool. How cool is that? I don't know what Varsity is, but Blick and the museum sound fun. I can't wait to drive again. Now, that doctor told me that he performed the eye test, that when I take that, and he signed my form, my DMV form, he said that I should not have to take a test at the DMV. He said you should just be able to take that paper in and drop it off. But I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to wait till I get my glasses just in case. just in case. And that'll be a couple weeks, so. This one's, I made so many lines in there. I guess my cut is here. Well, Dee Dee, I hope you have a good weekend, no matter what. No matter what you do. All right, now I just want to cut this. This is kind of an organic goings on here. And I just kind of did this. I wasn't planning on doing this tonight. I got out the composition book to make a cover for another writing journal. Because I filled up my writing journal. That's private writing. Private writing, not so much things that would interest you guys. All righty. Now, shall I? Let's see. I want to leave this. And I want to leave that. And I have to leave something here. So if I leave that, that means I want to cut out this area here. But leave this. So if I cut that area out, I'm just going to make 4 panes here. I'll cut this area out, cut this out, leave that, cut this. But I have to be careful that I don't cut out my center block. Mitzi said, good service there, Angie. You ate at the Browns kitchen tonight. Oh, at Browns. Took me a minute. It took me a minute, Angie. What restaurant chain is that? All right, let's make a cut in here. And, I guess I'll just do 2. I'm going to cut that out. If I cut that out, I want to cut these. But I have to be careful that I leave this. Let me just draw there. Oh, let's just make it a triangle like that. Whoops, no, let's not go all the way up. And the other thing is, when you cut this stuff, be careful that you don't leave a lot of flappy stuff. This is flappy enough. If you get a lot of intricate stuff like this on a page, and I'm talking tiny intricate, be sure that you have a lot of connectors, because it can rip and tear. It can rip and tear. I would leave this. But see, I have a connector here. So I'm going to cut this, all of this out here. And cut these out. And then this will stay. And if that stays, let's just bring it over fatter. I want it to be simple. I want it to be simple shapes. I don't want to get into a lot of, for my first page here. So all this white area in here is going to stay, but let's cut out a shape in the center here. Let's see, if that stays, then I need to cut here. I need to cut here. And this is going to stay. We'll make it a wide one, and we'll put some more diamonds in there. We'll put some diamonds in here, too. And I think I'll put a big diamond here, and that will be cut out. Just simple shapes to play with. And, you know, I just don't like these. I'm going to erase them. I like the curves, but I don't like just 2 of them. So I want to make maybe 3 if I can. They don't have to connect like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut here. Cut, 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 cut. That will stay. So all this area in here will stay. This will cut. These will cut. Now I just have this area down here. And I'm just going to bring that down. That means I cut in here. So I want to have a connector. Let's just make some. I need it to connect, not to cut. So that's all there. I want to cut a diamond here. Yeah, and a diamond in here. Just simple stuff. Let's see. I think I'll make that solid and cut this. And cut down here. Just simple. Doesn't have to make a lot of beautiful sense. And I've got, this is semi-organic and it's got geometric shape. This is all organic. This is semi-organic and this is all geometric in here. I've kind of mixed the 2. So I'm going to cut here, I think. And I was so surprised to see this mat on sale at the Dollar Tree, a self-healing one. You might check your Dollar Tree. I was needing a new cutting mat. And this one was very inexpensive. Now see, I'm cutting the leaf shapes out. And I'm cutting the border out. Like that. And we're cutting this. Did I make my cut up there? And I'm cutting this area out. But I'm stopping there. And I'm cutting this. Mina says, I don't think so, Allie. I think they're decorative lace pages. Julie Faye found Bowser. What did Allie ask? Are these going to be stencils? No. These are Allie K. I watched a couple years ago Julie Faye found Bowser. Balzer. She represents the Scan and Cut a lot. And she does and mine are just very simple shapes. She does these beautiful pages where she calls them lace pages, where she cuts pages and leaves them right in her journal. Now, a couple years ago, I did a smaller one, and I actually painted those pages, and it turned out pretty good. I have it around here somewhere, my little lace, but I just thought, I got out this composition book tonight, and I thought how fun it would be. I was going to just cover the cover, and I think I'll probably still cover the cover, but I thought how fun it would be to just cut some lace, some shapes out of here. And I'm just doing simple ones. And you can get very intricate with these, but online, Becky says, I finished the body of my little crocheted bag. Oh, that's cool. The one that Lori was showing. And I started with Lori the other night. She said, I finished the body of the little crocheted bag that I started with Lori the other night. And now I'm adding a crossbody strap. How cool is that? I'm waiting to start my project. I wanted to do a tatting video. My tatting is going to be ongoing, but I wanted to do another video, and I want to finish my Christmas Afghan before I start another project that's a needlework type stuff. Now I'm going to pull these out here. See if I can get them out up here. We'll leave those shapes. Kind of a weird shape to leave, but I cut out the positive and I'm leaving the negative area. Now, if I cut here, I need to leave a connector, maybe even more than one. If I cut this out, this connects. But I'm thinking I need another connector in here. One here to connect, and maybe even one kind of a semi-connector here. Now, see, I cut this and cut this, but this is a connector here. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Let's put it like that. Well, let's see what I got here. Let's just finish. I'm getting a little bit too weird with this block. But we'll cut it anyway. So if you have something that's real lacy like this, it helps to put another, like a tissue page or one of those transparent pages behind it. And that'll help prevent it from curling, all these little pieces curling up. And let me kind of turn this. Now I'll cut down this way. Oops, I went off the edge of my mat there. I don't know if I can get it in. Yeah, I guess I did. And then I was thinking I'd cut that, but I can't cut that because I cut this. Well, I could leave that. I'm leaving this. See, this is kind of weird. I would definitely have to put something behind that because I'm pulling out the leaves here, and I'm leaving that, which kind of makes a leaf shape. And so I want to cut here and here. These are just little page projects. This is nothing, you know, if I get bored, I can do a lace page. And you can do something less involved than this. Just do a bunch of things. Like you can look at quilt designs and maybe get something like this. I got some quilt block books that I could probably get inspiration from. Okay, I'm going to cut down here. And I think I'm not going to cut that. That makes it too intricate. I'll erase that. So I'm going to cut this piece out here. Did I cut that way? I thought I did. It's kind of drawing with your X-Acto knife in a way when you do this. And Becky sent me a long time ago when I first started doing this, she sent me a X-Acto knife with the curvy. And I don't know, I haven't got the hang of that yet. It wants to go its own way. Whoops, I'm doing 2 cuts there. Let's straighten that out. I'll just pull it in that way. Like I said, it's kind of a weird shape in here. But why not have weird? I don't know. And then I'm going to cut here. It's weird because I really didn't plan it out. I didn't overthink it for sure. No overthinking on this piece. In fact, I'm not thinking about it at all here. I'm pulling it. I'm only going to be on until 10 tonight. And I'm opening up the chat room in Fibdiggity, which is my Facebook group, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central tomorrow. And you're welcome to come in. And I was telling them this morning that even if I sit there alone, I'm going to leave it open for an hour. And if there's people come in and we're working on our stuff at 11, I'm going to turn it off. It's really kind of like a meet and greet, but I don't want it to go all day long. You got things to do. I got things to do. It's just kind of, let's touch base and get to know each other face to face type thing. All right. Now, if I cut this, I don't want to, so this is going to be left in. This is connecting up to this. I almost pulled it out there, but I'm going to leave it, and that's all left. And so this is coming out, that's coming out. This is kind of a weird corner because I did not overthink it at all. I hardly thought about it. It would be fun to do a mosaic kind of thing. Cut and page. I don't know if I could do that or not. I'm thinking like those Roman mosaics that you see, Roman and Greek mosaics. All right, I want to cut this out here, right here. Make a cut there and a cut in there. See, that's kind of weird. But it is what it is, and it's kind of floppy in there. I should have had a connector here. But I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to cut a diamond in here because I like my diamond shapes. And I should put a little diamond up there. Diamonds are easy to cut because they're kind of like a square turned on its tip. And it doesn't have to be a perfect square. It would have been better if I would have left this in there, this organic, but I cut it out. And so all you see is this negative space. And then cut this like this. And I'm not going to cut that. I'm going to cut this out here. Cut this one out. Here. Now, I made this cut. I don't really care for it though. So I think I'm going to leave it. And then I made these 2 little diamonds. See, this is what I'm talking about. If you get all these intricate shapes, you should have connectors here. and then it wouldn't pop up like that. I forget all of this. I haven't done this for a while. So getting in and doing one reminds me. Let's do a diamond here. Get out of there. I did some of these in, I had a Shannon Green custom keeper, and I actually cut on the vinyl, cut a stencil shape out of a lady. It's kind of a stylized lady. But it really turned out, I think I liked it. And now I want to put a teeny little diamond up in here, just a teeny one. Oops. I don't know if I can. Don't cut your finger, Meri. I can't see where I'm going. That's the problem. This side here. Yeah. Come on, I want this side to cut. Doesn't want to cut. Come on. Yeah. Do it better with the scissors. Except I don't know what I did with them. There. So this is all bent, but I can take and flip it over this way. Now let's do this. I'm going to, because I got marks on this and everything, what I'm going to do, see how that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful of what you cut and what you leave. But what I'm going to do is just get my fingers dirty here. Let me reach for something. Let's do the Georgia clay. That's cherry red. Well, I could do cherry red, but I wanted Georgia clay. That's brick red. Come on. Where are you, Georgia? Georgia clay. And we're just going to shake it up. And here again, this is just a playbook. This isn't anything that I'm worried that I want to do perfectly. I'll put a little more on it. That's how my paint bottle gets dirty. I get dirty hands and then I pick up the bottle. Yeah. And I think I have this enough. If I don't, it really doesn't matter. Bring some down here, up here in the corners. Now, wash my hands off. Give that a minute to dry. Oh. Hi, Brenda Robinson Meri. You can use tape strips to replace any pieces you cut out by mistake. Okay, Brenda, that's a good idea. Angie says, in the summer, I put my things in the cold creek. Cheryl said, boyfriend had trouble finding chickens at the store. He almost bought a small turkey. Huh. Well, you know, chickens, I don't know, eggs have gone sky high. I cringe when you pay from any more than $3 for a dozen eggs. My mom used to get them for 50 cents a dozen from our farmer lady. And our farmer lady, I noticed in the paper, it's been a couple weeks, she passed away. She was a young lady back then. She was passed away. She was 91 years old. She lived a nice full life. Lori says, people are going to start raising their own chickens if eggs get any more expensive. Yeah. I agree. We had scrambled eggs and ham tonight. Yeah. Well, you think in a rural area like this, but I'll bet you the farmers that do raise eggs around here sell them for a pretty price because they know what they're going for in the stores. Oh, it'll all blow over by next year. Hopefully the prices will come down a little. All right, I'm going to heat gun alert. And I can't turn my, well, I could mute it. It won't be very long here. I just want to dry this paint. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a play page. It's a play page. Pretty dry. It's got a little damp area in there. Get out your paints and your composition books and play. See how dirty I got that? Now the thing I want to do is glue this, but it's going to be intricate areas are going to be a job to glue. But I'm going to try it. And let's get a piece of waxy paper. And my glue stick is drying up on me. So if I try cutting these, gluing these intricate areas, it's going to tear them. So I'm going to get out, yes, the yes. Yes, I'm going to get out the yes. What did I do with it? Here, it's down here. I'm trying to use up, there's just a little left here at the bottom. Let's put my paint away. And I'm going to put my palette knife in there to get it cleaned off. This yes paste does clean off pretty good with just water. You just put it in the water and it cleans it off. I need to clean off the handle. I don't put the handle in the water. All right, so what I want to do is we're going to start here because that's the easiest area. And even if it doesn't get all glued down, it's okay because it's just a play page. It's just play. And it's just play, play. And this is one instance where I'm glad there is an open time to yes paste because, you know, by the time you get all this covered, and this is the part that I'm afraid I'm going to rip because it's intricate in here. And I don't really care for this shape, but you learn by doing. Get some more glue on there. You learn by doing. Oops, don't tear it, Meri. And this is probably the most difficult one of the ones on my page. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just almost. Oops, got it stuck there. Come on. And even this is getting a little sticky. It's the bottom of the barrel. It's the bottom of the barrel. So it's getting a little sticky down there. Not sticky, but starts to dry out. I got a new one. I got a new one I saved up. Let's put some more on this. And here again, I'm not looking for perfection on this. I just want to get it glued down. And see if I can't do the bottom here. Oops. Okay. Now. This needs some more paint in there. That's okay. Let's put this down. And I don't think that's glued too well, but I'll come in with some more. Let's put this over the top of it here. Press it down this way. Oops, whoops. I don't know what I did up in here. I'm going to leave it. Looks like oh, I see. It just needs some more paint in there. I smeared paint on it. It's okay. You learn by doing. You learn by doing. What did I do with that palette anyway? Let's put some glue on this. Glue that down. It's not perfect, but it's fun. It's fun. Fun, fun, fun. Alrighty then. And this should have paint up in there and over in here. I don't know if I can touch that up or not. Let's try it. With my brush. One of my little brushes. And I got white on, I got paint on there. I messed it up. That comes way out in here. Like so. Now looking at my design, let's just call this maybe a prototype where I'm trying to find images that please me out of these. I like this one, but I would, if I was doing this again, I would probably bring this. See how I got it curved? The curve comes clear up almost to there, and here it stops in here. I would make these two a little bit more cut out, just a little bit more, so that, but I like that one, and I kind of like what's going on here, and I kind of like all of these. I don't like this one at all. And this is getting kind of sloppy in here, but like I said, it's just play. It's just play. This one really doesn't match. This one, I could take some diamonds in there, at least to... So, let me put that back. Put the lid back on here. Brenda says, very fun. You could do so much more with that background paint. Yeah, you could. I just kind of put a flat layer of Georgia clay. So fun. Could you imagine doing, and look, see, I didn't get that all glued down good. I'm going to leave it for now. Now I could come on and cut this page here and glue this page down that way. What should I do? Simple stuff. Let's just do diamonds. Let's just do diamonds like a offset rows of diamonds, because they're pretty easy. Let me draw them here. So here, and we'll leave space. Well, because I want to offset them though. So here, and they'll be different sizes because I'm not going to fool around with that. Well, they'll end up being diagonal rows like this. And then this would just have a half of one. And this might just have a little thing going there and a little one here. And I'm just hand drawing these. You know, they aren't going to be beautiful. But it's simple. It'll be simple to cut. And sometimes when you hand draw them, that's the most fun. Because they're not architectural, they're just, so it's kind of like a grid shape going on in here, like that. Very simple. And so let's start on this row like this. Whoops, we don't want to, and see, I'm missing it here though. Like this, maybe. It's got a weird one, like this. This is a skinny row. We could make them smaller as I go down. Do a little half diamond in here, a little something diamond there. Let's make these a half diamond. Let's make this one bigger, just for the fun of it. And make this a half diamond. Make this one a half diamond. A half diamond in here. And they're kind of offset here. But, and then we'll put one diamond down in here. Like that. Can you guys see? Is the light glaring? So, all of these where I'm shading, I'm going to cut out. So it'll just be like a grid, sort of. Hand-drawn. Just play. Just play. Now, the thing of it is, if I fold this one back on that, any lines I have here, I could paint this before I glue it down. I might try that, so you don't see my marks. And if you look up Julie, it's been a couple years, it's been several years. She's got some old videos, And she calls them lace pages. Let's see if I can find them. BALZER space LACE space PAGES. See if that brings them up. Oh, I got Lackwee pages. Let's see if I can redo that. Backspace, lace pages. Go. Cutting lace pages. Bowser Designs. Let me share this. Share. Copy link. Come into here. My live chat. Oh, did you find it, Becky? Let's see what Becky showed us. Becky found it. Cutting lace pages in your art journal. Becky found it. So that's kind of, and look at what she does. You know, mine are very, very simple. And she does some beautiful ones. She's got more than that one video. She's got, well, I wouldn't say she has hundreds of videos, but thank you, Becky, for sharing that link. And so this is all just going to cut. Now, I think what I'll do, though, after I cut these out, it'll go pretty fast to cut these out because they're just diamonds. But before I glue it down, I'm going to paint this area, and I'm also going to paint this area. So let's just start here. These won't be hard to cut out. Keep your thumb out of the way, Mary. And I probably need a new blade. I think I just put a new blade in this, though, not too long ago. And sometimes I'll cut all in one direction like this. It seems like it goes faster. I'll cut all of these. And I'll cut that one. And then I'll go up here and cut these. And come up here. Now this I'll cut out. It's hard to cut that way. Let's cut it this way. And see, I've cut these and these. So I'm just cutting the top side here. It goes faster than trying to cut out each little triangle one at a time. But I do cut these out separately because they're smaller. Okay, now we want this one, and this one, and this one. And we're going to cut out this little one. And I'm not saying, I'm just kind of doing this on the fly. I'm not trying to get beautiful. All right, so now I've cut these. Now I need to go down and cut these. And you guys probably, every time I get out of my live, I'm Where am I at? I'm on Julie's. I'm in Julie's over here. I'm out of my stream completely. Let's go back to my stream. Whoops, I opened it up again. Get back into my stream. I wanted to see if you guys were seeing it. Let's turn my live chat on. Comic book art. Yeah. Hi, Chris. Welcome, Chris. And then Aunt Beck put a link to Julie's channel. Julie does a lot of representation for the Scan and Cut. I like to watch her channel. She does book reviews. I kind of enjoy her book reviews. She's kind of like Lindsay in that I like to go and listen to her. I've never really joined any of her classes or anything like that. I like her. I like to see her art. Her art is very, I want to say her art's very freeform. She isn't going to sit and draw for hours. She probably could, I'll bet you. And if I remember right, she's got a little boy. I knew her before she had her little boy. I mean, I knew of her. I didn't know her personally. But she was on YouTube before she had her little boy. And it made it kind of interesting watch. And they also moved into a house about that time. Now, is that going to tear? There, let's see what I have. No, I just need to bring it this way. So it's kind of fun to follow her life. There we go. Let me get a sip of water. Oh, look at chat while I'm doing that. Yeah, she might have painted it first and then cut out. But I drew mine in, and then when I paint it, I'll paint over all these little lines that are left on it. Melanie Sullivan has become awesome videos on the composition books. I have to take a look at those, Brenda. Allie or Kathy or Becky, could you get a channel for Melanie Sullivan so we can take a look at it? Let's see what else is going on here. I could go get it, but by the time I go get it, you guys ought to have it 3 times over because I'm so slow at getting those links. Brenda says, welcome back, Kathy. Did you get your video sorted out, Kathy? Shannon wants to know. They're welcoming Kathy back in. We can be so inspired by what others do. Also, choose your own adventure. Yes. Dee Dee says, right, Brenda. Brenda says, change it with the paint. Yeah. Yeah, I could. You know, this is... this is just play, to tell you the truth. I haven't done this for a long time. It's been a couple years since I've done this. Let's see what is going on here. So this, I just wanted to start out very simple. But you could paint the background and, I mean, you can do all sorts of stuff. All right, now I did all the tops. So I'm going to do, shall I do the bottoms next? Let's do the bottoms. We'll start with this one. Well, I should probably start with this. And let's cut these out too as I go. The little side triangles. And this is a way that, you know, you could make a stencil out of this, but it's a way that you can play and plan sort of as getting ideas for other things that you want to do. Let's see, I'm doing bottoms here. Did I cut that one? I think I went over here. Okay, I gotta keep my place here. And when I say bottom, I mean the lower side. And let's see, I did that one. I think I need to do these. And I did these. I can feel where I made the cuts. I think I left off here. And I'll go do this one. And here. Here. I'm going to go down here and here. And let's cut this guy out. Whoops, I didn't get that right, but we're going to leave it like it is. Right there. Let's see, I have to turn it. See if I can clean that up a little. All right. So I think I cut those. I cut the tops there. I'm ready for these. And let's cut the bottom triangles out here. I cut those. No, I'm not going to cut myself tonight, she said. And this one, I don't think I cut that tie. I guess I did. I'll cut this one out. Whoops, let's go this way. Okay, now I just have the side cuts to do, and these should fall out. I'm going to do the side cuts, both of them at once here, so the triangle will fall out. And figure out where the bottom cut is here. And it's easier, it's not as easy to pull your knife that way. If you have to turn it, Meri. Turn it, it's easier to pull it this way. And these aren't perfect, and they're not meant to be perfect. All right, let's start up here. I guess I'll put it this way, it's be easier to cut these. There. Now, when it gets really interesting, this is too probably too many diamonds in here. But if you had images behind this, I had larger diamonds and had images behind here, like little windows. Let me tighten my blade here. Becky, did you see on Janet Nash posted on her community tab, one of her subbies or followers made a list of Janet Nash's prompts? Really cool list. I know Becky was making prompt cards of Janet Nash prompts. And I thought I would copy that list and do some prompt cards. Not tonight. I don't know why I happened to think of it, but I did. It popped into my head. So this works really fast once you get all those top and bottom and side cut, the little side triangles cut. It goes pretty fast. You just have to pop the triangles out here. And I know a lot of people are doing Janet Young's scavenger hunt. I would, but I know I'd never get it finished. I mean, it would take me 3 years to finish one of them. I have started them before, and I get 1 or 2 pages done, and then I get sidetracked them on to something else. I kind of like that. I think I should just stick to generic art journaling. This doing a project like those things and like the monthly projects, I get so sidetracked. If I concentrate on just doing a page in an art journal and calling it done, it's not as hard for me to get sidetracked. This morning I was making cards and I made good progress on them, but I sure didn't get all 12 of them done. But I like what's going on with them. Did I cut these? I did. This is going to be a weird one, a long, more like a rectangle on its tip side here. But I'm going to do it. It's a weird diamond. It's a long diamond. Come on, get out of there. It's not very much of a diamond shape. I guess if you look at it vertically, it would be. So y'all want me to paint this? Should I paint it black? Should I paint it black? As in a grid? And put gold behind it? That's what Meri would do. There we go. Got all these little diamonds. I could toss them. I'm not going to keep these. Too much stuff to keep. Maybe I'll keep a couple for my calendar. We'll keep those 2. Toss these. Too much junky to keep all this little scrap stuff. Let's get rid of it. The little scraps bother me. Little tapey release papers. They bother me. And I was using my fine art glitter glue this afternoon, and by golly, I lost the pen, I thought. I looked and looked and looked. I picked up this desk thing because I thought I put it right up here. And I pulled up the glass plate and looked under and cleaned under and threw away. I could not find it. I had taken it and put it in. I don't know, you probably can't see this little cardboard tray. I stuck it in the side of that cardboard tray. All right, let's put this under. We're going to paint it. Let's see what you guys are saying. Mitzi, are you going to make one of those zipper bags? Brenda says, good night, Angie. Good night, Angie. Dee Dee says, Tina? Tina must have said hello to Dee Dee. Brenda Robinson says, lovely, Mary. Mary, I'm calling it a night. I'm going to bed, Angie says. It's a night, Angie. Go to bed. Sweet dreams. Did Kathy leave too? Good night, Kathy. Becky said, yes, Julie did it for her. Dee Dee says, yeah, the vertical ones will be fine. We haven't worked in them yet. What are we talking about? I had the horizontal small ones, just got the vertical ones. What are you talking about? Lori, have you got any of the small ones that are vertical? Oh, are you talking about composition books? Did they composition books this way? Oh my goodness. Well, I cut some composition books by hand. I got one of them left over there. I started glue booking in one, and it's somewhere around here. Let's see. Comp book art. Nice technique. Thanks for the link, Becky. It looks like she painted hers and then cut it out. Let's go down to the bottom. I got a couple of zippers, Lori. I need to see what kind of yarn to use. Are you going to make that little bag, Mitzi? All right, well, I think I'll paint it black, or maybe even a dark blue. Let's paint it this English navy. I like English navy, and this time I'm going to use a brush. Get my fingers all yucky. And we're just going to squeeze it on here. I should have pulled the plug. I'll pull it later. And I'm just going to, and I know you're saying I should mix something with this, huh? Rather than just have a flat color, but I kind of like a flat color. If I mixed anything with it, it'd be black. And of course it's going to curl at the edges. Come on. Let's get some black out. Black. This more English navy. I think I knocked my small tube of black on the floor. I could probably reach it, but I'm not going to try for it. I'll put some black on here. Oh, that's blue too. That's true navy. I thought it was black. Well, we'll have this painted up nice. I wanted black. Now, I don't know. It might be a moot point to get black now. All right. I thought that was black. It's dark over in this corner. What can I say? I bought a deal of black at Walmart. Lady was restocking the apple barrel paint when we walked by, and I said, "Oh, you're restocking it finally." No, I didn't say finally. I just said, "Look, she's restocking it." Pull the plug on that one. It's juicy black. It's a juicy black. You think that's painted enough? Now that's going to be the grid. We'll just leave it like that. We'll leave some of that blue showing. Not much. And let's put this away, get it off my desk. Get it off my desk. And heat gun alert. I'm going to dry it so I can paint behind it. Meri, I remember you doing that other time, maybe instead of black. You need to label those better. Well, they need to label them better. I leave the paint label on the bottle. Let me put my brush in the water. I don't label my paint. Maybe I should, huh? This is black. This is navy blue. I have gotten to the point where I put all the reds on the shelf, all the greens on the shelf, all the blues on the shelf, but these larger bottles, I kind of fit them in where they fit in, because I don't have tall shelves, so I kind of have to make them go where they go. Lori says, me with the elderly, Allie. Allie says, oh yeah, me with the elderly, Allie. Brenda says, when I pull out my acrylics, I'll bet there'll be many spots and crusty tops. Yeah. I've got some 2-ounce paints that I got at the liquidation sale that I haven't opened yet. And I'm kind of wondering if they aren't going to be clotted up when I finally get to opening them. But if you haven't opened them, air can't really get in. They're all sealed. But we'll see. I am using up what I have out. I really need to do some jelly plating and use up some of my paints that are just sitting around. You lose them if you don't use them. There's still some wet spots here. Thick, they're thick. I'm wondering if this is going to stick to the... No, it's going to peel up, but you got to peel it gently, Meri. Let's finish drying it. It's just a trial page. I should have maybe painted it first, huh? And drawn all my squares on the other side. Excuse me. Drawn all my squares on my diamonds on the other side and painted this side. Next time I'll remember. Let's get out another sheet of wax paper. Put it over here. I use this wax paper an awful lot. All right, now I'm going to gently pull. And I probably should pull on the wax paper, not the page. That's still wet in the crevices there. I should have painted it and drawn the triangles on this side. Painted it before I cut it. We'll get it. Don't fret, Meri, don't fret. It's just paper. It can be glued back together if you tear it. I wonder if I dry that in there, if that'd help. Looks like I'm tearing it there. I've torn it. I've torn it. Just lift up on the page here and see what happens. Yes, ma'am. Next time I'll paint the other side before I cut the triangles. Yeah, I tore it there. Oh, it was so pretty too. Yeah. It's gonna be a job. A job, a job, a job. What did I do there? I tore it. I tore it. Yeah, I'm making a mess out of this. That just was a lot of work for nothing. It's stuck. Let's tear this out. That didn't work at all. Meri made a mess. Her failure. I love failures. That's how you learn. I should have listened to somebody out there. Meri, paint it first. All right, we're going to do it again. We're going to paint it, and then we're going to draw on the other side while the paint's drying. So, it will be okay. What's going on here? Don't want to ruin that one too much. I don't like a wet brush. I don't like a wet brush. Let's get out that navy blue again. English navy. Ew, was that a goo? Was that a goo? No, I don't think so. It just... All right, let's get up some black. Black. Maybe I'll make my triangles bigger this time. Where did I put the black? That's the navy. Where did I put the black? Here. And the black is so juicy. I don't know why. Some of it is just like juice. That wasn't too bad, was it? That page is curling. That's enough black. Let's put some of this ocean blue on it. Where did I see it? On the other side. This is such a pretty color, ocean blue. I like to mix these. Could do a galaxy. You don't want to mix it in too much or it'll turn gray. I'll leave it like that. And I need a wipe off. I need to get a wipe off book. It's still one of my goals. Let's put these away. Crunchy knobs and all. Okay, this is really wet. Let me look at chat. Ooh, galaxy. Yeah, it does kind of look like a galaxy, doesn't it? Painting both sides will give it more stability. You're going to make me paint the other side now? Okay, I'm going to take Brenda's. I'm going to follow Brenda's. She said paint the other side, Meri, so I'm going to paint the other side. We love our galaxies, Dee Dee says. We're going to paint the other side. I'm going to read chat and let this dry a little, air dry. That is this ocean blue. I got English navy was what I put on first, and then a real juicy black. It's all apple barrel paint. And then this is ocean blue. Hi, Paula. Paula loves art. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's craft paint, Paula. It's apple barrel craft paint. The cheap stuff. Has it gone up? Does anybody know if they raised the price on the apple barrel paints at Walmart? Used to be 50 cents. I haven't bought. The most recent one I bought is I bought an 8-ounce black. But I haven't bought the little ones because I haven't needed them. Burying the paint might be a good idea. It would, Lori, but I packed my brayer around someplace in one of those boxes. I got tired of it sitting out on my desk there, and it's around here somewhere. I kind of like the sweep of the brush in here. I kind of like it wispy like that. A brayer would flatten it out. Well, it might wisp it. Ooh, galaxy. Hi, Jacqueline. Welcome, Jacqueline. Brenda A is here and Brenda Robinson is here. Paint, then cut. Ouchie, the Band-Aid hurt. I just have to say, rip that page out and move on. I say just rip it out and move on. Yep, Dee Dee, I followed your advice before I even read it. Leave the wax paper on and just cut down to the page size. I could have done that too. Oh, Becky said good night. Good night, Becky. Have a nice weekend. Hello to Dee Dee and Red Wagon. Hi, Renee. Brenda says, can you loosen it with water? I probably could have. Dee Dee says, just rip it out. I did, Dee Dee. I ripped it out before I saw your advice. Rip it out. Everyone has been making the fabric bowl cozies, Becky says. I just found a crochet pattern for a bowl cozy. Another thing to add to my list, as I have so much kitchen cotton, Becky says. Paula Loves Art came in. She says, hi, Pink Girly and Allie K. Brenda says, my cat knocked my phone into a tub of water. Oh, no. I used for my feet, and it still worked for another week. She's so cute. You're not mad at that cat, are you? It's just a phone. It's just a phone. Brenda A says, I bought some paint. That was, as my girls called it, was snotty. I took it back the same day. You mean it had those plastic strings in it? Yeah. That's when it's getting old. And I guess it can age on the shelf if nobody buys it and they don't. I don't think they have a use-by date on these paint bottles, do they? I've never seen a use-by date on these. Use this by 2029. I don't think they put use-by dates on this, but they should maybe, and then you wouldn't buy them. Brenda says, I love those quandaries. Let's see, what else is going here that I missed? Brenda A is here and Brenda R is here. And we're back to where Allie K said, I need to label my paint bottles. Lori said, I did not feel like dragging out my cotton. Mitzi, I just used 100% size 10 cotton crochet thread. It sounds like Mitzi's going to make one of those little zipper pouches. I'm holding off on mine. I'm holding off until I finish my Afghan. I just cannot start another project. I love it. I want to make one. I'm going to do mine with Tunisian crochet. And what I'm going to do is, like this is going to be the zipper here. And then I'm not going to attach it till I get I'm just going to crochet, Tunisian crochet, probably twice the size of whatever I want my bag to be. And then I'm going to fold it back and then sew up the sides and put the zipper in here first and sew up the sides and attach the zipper on the other side. That's how I'm going to make mine. Mine's going to be more of it's not going to be a little one. I'm not going to do mine in the round. I think Lori and Becky, did Becky do hers in the round? I can't remember. Lori was doing hers in the round. I haven't never crocheted in the round. I'm starting to learn how to knit in the round, but I've never crocheted in the round. I don't have a round crochet hooks. Ha! And I joined, I don't know if you guys know about Moogly, M-O-O-G-L-Y. It's a crochet site, patterns and stuff like that. And they're having a crochet along, and it's 12-inch blocks, and they have different designers making the blocks. And you join their group on Facebook, and I thought I joined. I was going to join, but I don't think it wasn't quite set up yet. And so I didn't join. Well, the other day I was looking for this because I knew their pattern for January came out. And I was looking for it. And I go, well, I'm not even a part of their group yet. So I joined the group and they accepted me in. And me, like a novice that I am sometimes, goofus. I didn't read the featured, all the guidelines and everything, and I just left a post. Would somebody leave me a link to the pattern, please? And boy, did I get a no. We don't share links. We don't even share links to the patterns in our group. And I go, well, how can I find it? And I haven't found it yet on my mobile phone. I can find the designer who designed the first block. She's selling the pattern. And I know there's a free pattern out there, but I can't find it. And you go through all these pages to get to there. I just about left the group, but then one of the moderators left a nice post. Said, don't get discouraged. We're not going to kick you out for asking for a link. And I'm going, well, that's the way to start out joining a new group. Just violate the first rule of order. I haven't posted much in there since. I looked at everything. Everybody's doing beautiful blocks. And I think I'm going to do mine all in white. I think I'm going to do mine all in white to keep it all the same color. I'm going to put it in the back here. Gonna paint the other side, Meri. All right, I'm gonna paint it a lighter color. Maybe I'll just paint it white. And maybe I'll paint it glossy because it needs to be glued down anyway. And I'm trying to get rid of all my gloss paint. And if I paint it white, I can see where I'm putting my triangles. All right, it doesn't have to be super dry on that side because I'm going to paint it. So we're going to take this out and put it over here. And Brenda says paint it white. I'm going to move these black papers. I was using them as background for my Tunisian crochet. I'll just set them. I got quite a stack going over there. I got all my cards, and then on top of my cards, I piled up my stack of hankies, and then on top of the hankies, I put that black paper. It looks like the tower that's going to fall any minute now. All right, if I paint it white, my brush is going to be definitely dark blue here. Let's see if I can clean that out. Enough to use. It might get a little blue in here. Because my water is all dark blue now. Yeah. I think my water is dirty. It doesn't have to be super clean. Because it's just the back anyway. All right. Let's get out the white. I think I'm going to use the gloss on it. I want to use up that gloss paint. And it's going to, this side's going to be glued down anyway. Wonder how hard it's going to be to cut through this. Can't be any harder than a stencil blank. Alrighty. This might be all I get done tonight. I only got a half an hour. Rip it out, Meri. Dee Dee says, just rip it out. I love it. Let's go down to the bottom of 54 cents. Is that what it is now at Walmart? 54 cents for a 2-ounce bottle of paint? That's not bad though, really. When Hobby Lobby has their Americana paint on sale, it's like 80-some cents. It sells for $1 something. And they get 30% off. It's like 80-some cents. 87 or 83. That's probably gone up too. I haven't bought paint in a long time. I don't need it. Well, that went pretty fast, didn't it? Now, we'll dry that off. Heat gun alert. It should be more stable after painting. Yeah, okay. Rip that Band-Aid off quickly, Brenda says. Jacqueline says, I learned mosaic crochet in the round on a zippered pouch. No special hooks needed, Meri. Just watch your YouTube tutorial. Oh, really? So you crocheted in the round on just a regular crochet hook? Oh, I guess you could, couldn't you? If you make your chain stitch and connect it and just crochet and around and build up on it, I guess you could do that. I never thought of that, Jacqueline. That's a good idea. It's a regular hook. Okay. Renee says, hello, Meri. Hi, Icy. Good morning. Good morning, Icy. Good evening, Icy. Paula says, I like it crispy too. Here it's 54 cents. You bought some today. You're talking about 2-ounce paint. So if it only went up 4 cents, I can live with that too. That's not bad. That's not bad. We love our galaxies, BB says. Well, I'm getting a little bubbles here. I'm getting too close to it. Oh no. Oh no. Did I stick it here? Tear it before I even cut it. There. Yeah. Well, I think I did some of this in that, oh, well, how many years ago has it been where Dee Dee did her magazines where she glued 3 or 4 magazines together? Made a magazine journal, made a huge art journal out of 4 magazines, 4 or 5 magazines glued together. And I did that. I had 800 pages that I painted front and back. Well, I guess maybe it was 800 pages, 400 front and back is how it is. Because it was 4 magazines. I might have used 5. But anyway, I did it, and it's sitting down there. My modem's sitting on it. But I think I cut some lace pages in that one. This paper's hot. I'm smashing out some of the... I'm not too... look. This wax paper is not very waxy, I don't think. Rip it out, Meri! Look, it's stuck in there. I didn't have that completely dry there. Come on. Right in here. Got a black hole in the galaxy there. Better be careful. I'm going to be gluing it down this side. I guess you should probably just let this air dry. it doesn't matter if it sticks this way because I'm going to stick it that way anyway, but I suppose I wanted to paint this side too. Let's let that other side dry and let's go ahead and paint this a yellow color. A yellow, maybe more of, if it's a galaxy, maybe we'll make it galaxy related. Maybe reds and purple. Do I have purple? I have a purple that Aunt Beck sent me. What did I do with that? Is this it? No, that's browns. Let me look. Let me look. Here we've got a violet. That's old paint. What else do I have here? I've got a Velvet Crush. And I want some yellow and some reds. I'll probably, who knows what I'll get here from this mess. I might just get it painted tonight. You saw me cut this other one. It might be wise to let this dry good before I cut on it. So maybe I'll cut on it Sunday night. But you saw me cut this side. You know what I'm doing. You saw me cut these. So I'm going to paint this. It's getting late. It's 9:30. Maybe I'll draw them yet tonight. We'll see how far I get in a half hour. Let's take this out and put it over here. It's just play. It's just play. It doesn't have to be beautiful art. And let's put some of that. I haven't even opened. This is some of that I got, I think, at that liquidation sale. I haven't even opened it. Should probably not use this to open it. Where are my scissors? Oh dear. Use these old ones. Oh, there, it came off. That worked good. It's Friday night, Friday night. Friday night used to be big, what did I do with that brush? Did I put it back in the water? I sure enough did. Well, I painted white with it. That's okay. Let's get a little white in there. In the small towns, Friday nights used to be, way back in the day, my day, ball game night, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday nights. Oh, is it even going to come out? Does it have a... Uh-oh, what is she going to stick in there now? See how gooey that is. And it's just not coming out. It's getting a little thick. Shake it up a little more. There it comes. Yep. Let's put some red on there. Pull the plug. This is Georgia clay. I want red. I'll put the Georgia clay here and go to the red shelf. Is that red or is that more Georgia? That's more Georgia. Cherry red. pull the plug. I get these terrible plugs in there. I should wipe them off before I put them away, but I get busy. There we go. Plug is pulled. Let's put some red in here. And I think I'm going to need some more yellow. I don't think that's enough yellow. Red and the purple will overpower it. Now let's see what kind of a mess I get. I'm thinking of white too. Where's that white? Let's put some of this white. See what happens here. I don't want to mix that too much. I got extra paper out, but I piled stuff on top of it. And if I pull it out from the bottom, everything will fall. So let's just put some paper here and swipe off my brush. I don't want to get too much. I don't want to blend it too much. And I'll use this. I always use this stuff. I just don't want to waste my paint. I need to get a book out. And I want some more yellow on it. It's going to be real thick. It's going to be real thick. And I'm just going to let it dry. There. I don't know if you guys can see, but it does have streaks in there of yellow. It's got some yellow in there, but it's going to be thick, and I'm just going to let it air dry. I'm not going to do any more to it tonight. I'm going to let all that air dry, and then Sunday night when I come on, I will draw my triangles and cut it. Because I think this is, even though I've dried it with the heat gun, it's still, all the fibers, the page fibers are probably still, you know, not cured yet. So we're just going to let that dry. So I got 20 minutes left. 20 minutes! What are you going to do in 20 minutes? Let me set this down. Well, I was going to cover this journal. I wanted to, I got something to do. More busy work. I got this Canson Bristol paper. I want to make postcards. I'm going to put this paint away. Put the red in the red. Put the velvet in the velvet. Not the velvet, but the blue purple tones. And put the yellow in the yellow. And the white and more purple tones. Oh dear. I like this cart, but I need more shelf space. I got to. I just load it down. All right. So let's open this up. This Bristol paper can be kind of expensive. And this is 11 by 14. So I'm thinking, she thinks I want to cut, I want to mark postcards. I'm not going to cut them tonight. And look how they always have this cover. I've noticed that on several pads of paper. It never quite comes down, but at least maybe the page is 14 inches. And this is a nice strong paper. It'll make nice postcards. Is that one sheet or two? I think that's only one sheet. And I want two though. And we'll put this aside. And oh, don't put it where your paint is, or sure enough, you'll drop it in there. So, get out my ruler. And I was thinking at 3.5 inches this way. So it'd be 3, 6, 9, 12. I have 2 inches left over. Well, let's just mark it. I don't do good mental arithmetic online. I'm thinking I'm going to do my 3.5 inches. Let's mark it this way. So here is, whoops, I'll pull it down. I can see it better. I'm marking it according to my grid here. 1, 2, 3, and 1/2 right there. So we got a half and 1, 2, 3 here. That's 7. So 7 and 7 is 14, and it's 14 inches this way. So I should be able to get 4 cards going this way. Postcards. 1, 2, 3 and a half, and 1, 2, 3. That's good. Now I want to do it the same over here, but I'm going to count from this side so they match up. 1, 2, 3 and a half, 1, 2, 3. So this should be the middle, and 1, 2, 3 and a half, 1, 2, 3, and that's 14. And it's 11 this way, so 5.5 and 5.5 is 11. So I should get 2 rows of 4. I should get 8 cards out of here, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what I'm doing is marking it here on the back. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm drawing my 3.5 first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch on one side, and that stitching, let's say this is the back of it, and if I stitch my crazy quilts on the front, that's what I'm doing. I'm just crazy quilting with my sewing machine. I'm not hand sewing. And if I do that, well, I'll have stitches showing on the back side of the stitches. So what I'm going to do is when I cut these apart, I'm going to put, and I think even before I cut them apart, well, I'll have to think about that, because what I want to do is put paper on it like I did. Let me pull one of my postcards out here. Oh, I don't have these. I don't have these backed yet. This one's backed. See what I did here? I stitched on here and I stitched the star, well, you see the back of the star, the stitching, and I don't want to send that out like that because I don't want to write over and have all that running in. So what I did is I put a paper down, and I just put it down, and then I did my printing in, and I write on the back of that. But what I'm going to do this time is, because it's a crazy quilt, I can put binding around, stitch binding around it to bind off the quilt. And as I'm putting the binding on, I can bring that paper clear out to the edge and stitch the paper down with the binding. And I won't have to tape it. That's my thought on making these crazy quilts. And I was saying I want to send these through the mail. This one was play. I wanted to see what happened if I put 2 lines of stitching there. If I send them through the mail, I don't want them to be so thick that, you know, they'll get torn or something like that and never reach the person that I wanted it to go to. So I wanted to put buttons on here, and I knew buttons would be, but I think it was Kathy Whitney said, make cardboard buttons, or maybe cardstock buttons. So I might do that. And I'm going to put some, I've got, I'm working on my other sheet that I had, I could get 9 postcards out of that because it was the cover. It was the cover of this other pad I had. It was larger. I could get 9 postcards out of it. I can only get 8 out of this one, which is okay. I don't mind. But what I did is I marked it and everything, and then I sewed my strips on there. On the front, I sewed strips, just as base strips. Just strips, 4 or 5 strips. I angled them and put them different ways. And then I turned it over, and on each one of these lines that I've marked, I'm going to mark the vertical line, I mean the other line here, I stitched a straight line, a running stitch down this way. So when I did that, even though I had my fabric on here already, when I stitched these, I actually marked it here and here with the backing of the stitch backing, so that when I go to place whatever elements I'm putting on my postcards, I know where the postcard starts and ends because I've stitched on these lines, and the stitch goes through to here. Really worked out kind of cool. And I just about have 9 of them done for January. And I'm going to start another page I have all marked out there. And I'm going to pull the 10th one from the second page that I'm doing. And then I'll have 8 left for February. So I only need 2 off of these. But I'm going to go ahead and keep working on them. I'm doing Crazy Quilt postcards. That one's all marked. That's all I want to do. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And then I can take them out to my machine and sit down and start stitching strips on them. The thing with the machine, I spend more time winding bobbins and threading needles than actually stitching the postcards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. But I don't, you know, it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. But I swear they should invent a machine that pulls bobbin thread off of a spool like your needle thread. I thread that bobbin too many times. And I lost a bobbin. I don't know where it went off to. It fell on the rug someplace in there. I looked and looked for it. There's 1, 2, 3 and a half, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and a half, and 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3 and a half, 1, 2, 3. And the other thing I'm doing off camera is I'm working on my Afghan. I'm on the outer rows, 1, 2, 3 and a half, and 1, 2, 3. I'm on the outer rows. It won't be long, and I'll have it finished. And I can say I finished it. Boy, you work on those Afghans, you get to those outer rows, and you don't think you're ever going to get done with those. The inner rows are shorter, and they go faster. You go, am I at the end yet? How much further did I do? Did I do 2 sides or 3 sides yet? And all these marks will get covered up because I'll have stitching on the back. This is the back. And then I'll be stitching that paper down. And I think I'm going to have to stitch the paper down because I want to bind these separately. So I'll have to put those papers down individually. And maybe I'll stamp them all off first. So I should carve a stamp to go on them. I got a manger stamp. What kind of a stamp could I carve for snowman? This isn't straight. Hold on. Let me erase this. For January, for a crazy quilt. What kind of a stamp? I put that manger stamp on the Christmas cards. There we go. All right, that's all I wanted to do. Let me come out and look at chat. It's almost 10 o'clock. Brenda Robbins said, the headlights are shining in my eyes with all that math. I don't envy Meri. I don't do good online math. Becky's always figuring it up for me. Becky and Allie Kay, they're my mathematicians when I do online math because I just mess it up every time. I'll put my X-Acto knife away so I don't cut myself. But so I'll get started on these, I think, this weekend. I'm going to come say goodnight to everybody and sign off so I can get some sleep tonight. I am going to open up the Fib Diggity room for an hour tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. If you're around, you're welcome in. And I'm only going to be on there for an hour. I'm going to work on paper dolls tomorrow. Brenda A. says, I need to take the sewing machine Mom gave me Christmas 2021 out of the box. Yeah, Brenda, I'm kind of like that too. And Laura kept, when are you going to take that sewing machine out of the box, Meri? And Rhonda always says to me, Meri, have you set up your computer yet? Have you set up your laptop? The laptop's all set up, but I can't get it to work. I can't get my the Chrome browser to work. And I am finally getting the sewing machine going. Thank you, Paula, and happy sleep to you, too. Good night, Brenda. Good night, Paula. Let's see what else is going on here. Lori says, I don't ever do good arithmetic, ever. Yeah, that's kind of like me, Pink Girly, Lori. Math is... I think I could have done better in math in school. I didn't do bad. I didn't flunk math. It just wasn't my favorite. I like geometry. I like geometry a lot. I love the logic in geometry, not just the shapes, all the logic. I couldn't probably do one now if I had to, but you had to prove all those theorems. Taking a gulp of my tea, chamomile tea. Let's see, what else? Brenda A. said, I said, okay, it better be warm when it's time to lay down. She said, well, I'm giving you a discount and uprising your drink. Well, that'll make it brighter and less gloomy like the weather is. I went into Taco Bell today and placed an order, and the girl asked what name to put on the order. I said Brenda. She asked, "Well, Miss Brenda, how's your Friday going?" I said, "Okay, it could be better when it's time to lay down." She said, "Well, I'm giving you a discount and uprising your drink." I think she means giving her more to drink. Will that make your day brighter and less gloomy? Oh, that's cool. You know, Taco Bell, I don't know if it still is, but Taco Bell, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I think Pizza Hut used to be all owned by the same firm down in Kentucky. I drove by that building many a time. All right, you guys, thank you all for coming. Thank you for sharing my Friday night with me. Hi, Tina. She says, "You really need to get that jelly plate out, Meri." Okay, Tina. I really do need to do more jelly plating. Maybe I'll put that on my list. Oh, thank you for coming and sharing my Friday night with me. Tomorrow's Saturday. The only thing I know for sure tomorrow is sweet little Beth Schuler comes on at 6 o'clock. My head my head is so mixed up with all these streams that I don't know who comes when anymore. But Beth Schuler, I can always count her coming in Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday nights at 6 p.m. Central. So have a great weekend. I will be back Sunday evening at 6 o'clock Central. Go out, do something to make yourself smile, make your day brighter. Go to Taco Bell. Bye.